All right, y'all. I'm only going to be here for a couple of minutes because I have a project that I have to finish. And I baked a strawberry cake with strawberry icing. And I'm about to have some of that delicious cake with some milk as soon as I get done with my project. But I wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk about these revenge groups in social media and people that are seeking unjustified revenge on people who don't deserve it. Okay, this is High Priestess Jamila, and we're going to get some things straight here. Now, there's been attacks since 2013, attacks on my character. There's been lies. There's been many rumors. There's been a lot of fuck shit. And if you guys are asleep right now, you'll catch this in the morning. I don't want to disturb nobody's sleep. In fact, I just walked to the steps. That's why I'm kind of winded. In fact, I won't be on here long myself. You know, there are some people that like to believe that they are invincible no matter what it is that they're doing. And there are some people that have problems and issues, based upon what they've experienced. Sometimes it has to do with trauma and abuse in their childhood, which has nothing to do with other people. We are not responsible for things that your mother or your father did or didn't do. Nobody has to suffer because of your problems and your issues. Okay. All I know is that I unfriended somebody that was living a very dangerous lifestyle, that was doing things that I don't approve of. And I've had to sit back and watch this person utilize these misguided, um, very diabolical, very malignant group of people to try to attack my character, assassinate my character, um, try to destroy me, even try to play around with black magic, which they fucked around and found out. And they will continue to fuck around and find out. Boy, you have to really be a horrible person. Can you imagine? Not too many people that I am acquainted with would involve themselves in something like that. And people that I know, even if they were tricked and fooled into involving themselves in things like that, when they found out that they were wrong for doing it, they would just admit it and apologize and move on. But there are some people that have so much hatred, and hatred and stupidity kind of go hand in hand sometimes, as we all notice. The world that we live in, the world is filled with people who not only have hatred, but at the same time, to me, they're not very intelligent. Okay. But anyway, so the past couple of weeks, those people in that group have been quiet. And the first time this dude comes back and makes a video, he's still bringing up my name and saying the most disgusting things that for me, if I were not a normal person with nothing but good things happening in my life, somebody that, for me, I'm not going to crash and burn for any fucking reason. You're not going to set me up for tragedy or for failure in my life. But if I were not that type of person that was smart like that, I would have took all of these people out one by fucking one. The things that they've done, attacked my children, attacked my baby from the time he was a toddler. Yeah, if I were not sane and rational and powerful, I would have just went ahead and went to jail and took y'all out. If y'all, in fact, I think y'all knew that, because if you'd have done the things that you did to me to anybody else, I think you knew not to do that to me. But it doesn't matter, because I've been killing you from the inside out. And for the past couple of weeks, all of them have been sick. All of them have had turmoil in their lives. Things are not going well for them, and they won't recover the way I did, which was essentially just a bad landlord. If you have a bad landlord, you can recover from that, but you cannot recover from being so stupid that you would make yourself a part of a group of people that would make a decision to stalk somebody and to try the things that y'all tried. You were doing the impossible, and you still are. Doesn't matter what you know. You can order the most powerful grimoire books and all of that shit, and it's still gonna be the way that it is. I think this is a lesson for everybody to learn, because they tried it, and they really, 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 like, my spirits be seeing them really, really, really trying to attack me with magic. In fact, tonight, or at this witching hour, was an attempt to attack. And I can tell you, the more and the more, then the more that these people attack, the more and the more and the more is going to happen to them. I know for a fact that those people have not been doing well at all. And as long as you, number one, continue to speak my name, number two, continue to tell lies on me, number three, continue to even think about me at all, life is going to just get worse and worse and worse for you. And for us, it's been great. So a lot of good things happening in my life, things that, I'm used to good things happening in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. And, we all know that these particular people think that they have broken the code on the evil eye and they can do this and do that. But in reality, what's going to happen is that you're just going to end up immediately. It's not going to be no time that's going to go by. It's like immediately. Immediately you'll fall. Immediately. I personally think the whole gang stalking thing is stupid. It's been stupid. It's been not making no sense. You people have gotten other people involved with your lies. You have ruined so many people's lives because of your lies. And then you started to rest on, well, she's black, so it doesn't matter. And then that's when it really got fucking funny, because then that's when all of my ancestors stood up. Again, I come from Irish white ancestry, African, Native American, and Japanese ancestry. So all of my ancestors stood the fuck up because I called to them. And then you people tried to be terrorizers in the world. You did it right in front of people. You were brandishing guns all over Georgia. You were doing all kinds of things. And all of these things have went into a file, because throughout the years I have been documenting it. How have I been documenting it? I've been documenting it by filing police reports, FBI reports. So eventually, because now they're running into this issue to where now they want to play victim. And they're trying to say they're going to call the FBI on somebody that did the same thing to them that they have been doing to me over and over and over again. See now, one thing about me is that I'm not stupid, and I knew exactly what the hell to do. You know, I don't want nothing to do with them people. And I'm gonna advise y'all of this when you go live and see right now, even those videos that Mike has up on his channel is just releasing toxic gas to him all the time. It will continue to be a bane on his life. All of you, any of you that are making any kind of content to me will destruct. It will not be good for you. Not now, not then, not ever. Okay? And we all know initially why all this started. This all started because I exposed Tiffany for being a slut. That's what she was. And I didn't even say she was a current slut. I just said that, things that I knew about her throughout the years because she was talking about me behind my back, plotting against me with these people. And then what did she do? The same thing that y'all do. I said she was a slut, and she ended up doing what? Being a slut. That's what she always does. Then these people try to say, oh, well, let's move the goalposts. It's Jamila's fault that she's a slut, even though she's not my child. I didn't fucking raise her. Have nothing to do with that. They have told fantastical fucking lies, made the shit up. It was always an excuse being made. And at the end of the fucking day, it's like I told y'all, all of those people, that's why I have ill advised about getting involved with those fucking people. I have advised against it. If you don't want to listen to me, you don't have to. You can go along with the fucking crowd. That's fine with me. I came here on business. I didn't come here for that shit. So if you want to get involved with that shit, you need to know that there's blood on that shit. There's blood, especially when it comes to me. If you have an intention, if any of them have an intention on fucking with one another, that ain't my business. That ain't my business and that ain't my fucking problem. The moment they say Jamila is when there's a fucking problem. That's when there's a fucking problem. I don't give a shit what you think. Doing what they do to me is a guarantee of death. And I want people to understand this. And I want you to listen closely. The intention behind everything that those people did, they had an intention on killing me. Either via stress or pain or suffering, or they thought that they were going to be able to say enough and they thought they had enough game to make me unalive myself. Now, obviously, that's not going to ever happen. Obviously, nothing that they want will ever happen. But the point is that that was their fucking intent. And you can sit up here and say, oh, well, he told a joke and I thought it was funny, but understand what type of fucking person you're dealing with. In the moment that motherfucker manifests in your life and starts causing problems, and you know why. That's a Trojan horse that you don't want to fucking deal with. I've warned people that basically don't have a lot of discernment nor moral compass will get involved with those people and horrible things will happen to them in their life. And that is my intention. For every goddamn thing that you tried to do to me is going to always fucking happen to you. You tried to ruin my fucking life, not just life in social media, but these motherfuckers was out to get me in my real life. They wanted to ruin my reputation, put a lot of suspicion around me. They tried to have my child taken from me. literally for no reason, while at the same time trying to terrorize me into being afraid to leave the house. They attempted all kinds of things that they would never have the power to do. So, I just want to let y'all know that, that a lot of them have been sick and they're going to get sicker. They're going to get sicker if and probably end up dead. I don't care. When they die, please don't come around looking for fucking sympathy from me because you're not going to fucking get it. Anytime you try to think of a plot to try to fucking kill me and my family, you better believe that I'm not going to ever have any fucking sympathy for you. I unfriended Tiffany, became cool with Mike for that brief moment. There was a lot of information that Mike shared with me. He actually showed me a screenshot of where Tiffany told him, "Yes, please keep going after her, make her have a heart attack or a stroke," which is funny to me. Which is funny to me because I heal hearts. That's funny to me. That's funny to me how ignorant people can be. So you could never affect or afflict my fucking heart. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with her. She was very ignorant. So at the end of the day, you keep coming for me. Any of you. I don't give a shit because at the end of the fucking day, by yourself, you're weak. In your group, you're still weak. Weak and codependent on each other, right? Because we all know you wouldn't have done it by yourselves individually. You wouldn't have. See, weak and codependent does not equal strength or strong or power. That equals weakness at a rate of less than fucking zero. I don't even appreciate, here's where I'm coming from on the situation. These people, all of them, including Mike, that do not know me, don't need to address me informally. They're calling me by my first name. My name is Miss Briscoe. If you're going to call me anything, call me Miss Briscoe. Why are you addressing me informally? I don't know you. Why are you trying to act like you know me just because you met Tiffany and had sex with Tiffany? See, that's going to be your fucking funeral and not mine. I don't have shit to do with that shit. And a lot of them will try to say that I took credit for this and that. I don't take credit for nothing. I give God all the glory for taking y'all out this motherfucking earth whenever he does, whenever she does. So when Tiffany got taken the fuck out, that death ain't around me. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Death is life for me. When she got taken out was when y'all should have fucking wised up. You shouldn't have. And see, that's what I'm talking about. You need to fucking pipe down. And all of them still talking shit, but talking shit don't mean nothing. You think you're proving something by talking your shit. And no, we're beyond talking. I don't have nothing to do with that. All I know is that fucking destruction and death will continue to come for you. Coming to social media talking to me is not gonna fucking do it. Coming to social media talking shit to me is not gonna fucking do it for you. That's a fucking mistake, and you're gonna fucking learn it. Don't you ever come on here and talk shit. That's a fact. All of them been sick. How come Jamila ain't been sick? Why is it that Jamila can cam up and ain't nothing weird going on with me, and all y'all getting sick? That's called justice, and can't none of y'all fuck with me. If you thinking about trying it, you better look to your fucking children. and you better look to do something else. Is it, the egregious crimes that that sector has committed? Honestly, I don't think any of them have any hope in this world. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because I think that they believe that at any moment the police is gonna knock on their door and pursue all of those cases that I filed against them. Eventually. Eventually, that's exactly what the fuck is gonna happen. You know, it doesn't matter. You deserve it. Do your time. Face your fucking music like men and women. To have some kind of honor and dignity within yourselves. You all know that you all are going to end up in prison. Every last one of y'all that are involved. Because the moment y'all seriously get questioned for the crimes that y'all committed, y'all going to give each other up. Y'all gonna say who was involved. Y'all gonna fucking spill the fucking beans on everything that you did, because you have been a part of a fucking conspiracy. And who you really need to be fucking mad at is Tiffany. She the one that played y'all stupid asses. She knew y'all was dumb enough and corrupt enough to participate in that shit for her ass, and that's exactly what the fuck y'all did. Okay? That is not my fucking fault. Go cry to your mama. Your mama should have taught you better. Your mama should have taught you to love yourself. If your mother would have taught you to fucking love yourself, you wouldn't have done the shit that you did. And you shouldn't have did it. This is after years and years and years of me pleading with y'all, saying, hey, y'all need to walk away. Y'all need to walk away. You kept going. You kept going. You cannot come to social media and lie on people the way that you do. You're too stupid to understand that. The lies that you have told on me can and will lead to your death. Because what the fuck, you think I'm going to die? You think I'm going to let something happen to my people because of that shit? I'll stay up until 5 or 6, 7 o'clock in the motherfucking morning protecting my motherfucking people. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all not getting nothing past me. And it's stupid for you to believe that you ever can. And then I thought it was real stupid. Somebody saying, we all getting vengeance on her. Vengeance on me for what? Get vengeance on your fucking self. You the one made dumbass decisions to do the shit that you did. I don't have nothing to do with your ignorance. The fact that you can't, and then you claim a lot of them claim they psychic, but clearly you blind, because you don't even realize that. And I don't give a shit. You may be psychic, but you can't see your own goddamn downfall. Any of them that participated in that bullshit, any of them. So that's just what the hell that is. And it doesn't matter what your little delusional mind tells you. Everybody that does the shit that y'all do, the type of dishonest shit that y'all do, always believes that they're gonna fucking get away with it, until they realize that they haven't, and they won't. And you went into it with a false confidence, totally false. Totally false. I mean, honestly, y'all needed to have mob ties to get away with the bullshit y'all tried to get away with. And I know y'all don't have no ties with the mob at all. Don't even try to fucking play with me. Talking about your connections and shit. People with connections on a higher level. Now, I do believe that some of y'all are involved in trafficking of children. I do believe that. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because the way they was after my son, I was like, wow, this don't make no sense. This child ain't going nowhere. And you see that my child never left my home. And they are so into trying to prey upon children that they kept wishing homelessness on me. Because at the end of the day, they wanted to try to make me lose my children. Everything that you do is going, that you try to do to me. And even though you can't, it doesn't matter if you can't do it. My spirits don't work that way. My spirits don't work that way. It's not, oh, well, if something happens. No, they're never going to let you, they're never going to let it ever. What's going to happen is that it's going to happen to you based upon your fucking intentions. The fact that I even had to hear this shit for years, the fact that I've even had to witness it, the fact that I've even had to have any kind of picture in my mind of the people that I love the most suffering at the hands of people like you. The fact that I even had to think about it or fear it enough to grab a poppet doll or a spirit doll or a herb and burn it. The fact that I had to even do that is where you're gonna get fucked up. Okay? And that's with anybody. Anybody. If I didn't genuinely love my children and wasn't a genuine person, that would be different. But you tried to falsify some shit against a real genuine person. To the point where years ago there was times when I would sit and literally I would be in tears, worried about my kids, worried about you people and your false defects calls. And it wasn't because I was doing anything. That had nothing to do with it. Just the fact that I be even going through that. I should have never had to go through none of that. Never. That's why the CPS lady helped me the last time I was there, and I'm sure she done had her baby by now. She was 9 months pregnant. The last CPS visit that we got in Georgia, she said, I'm just here to help you. She said, I know what you've been going through. She said, I'm just here to help you. And that was a beautiful thing. And they did help me. And you know what? I wish nothing but the best for those people because it was a very scary situation, but I chose not to be scared. I had to be strong for my children and make sure that they didn't get lost in the system, lost in this corrupt ass fucking world. And I put my life on it. Also, another thing that that it just was really, really, really fucked up seeing the most evil ass people that just want to separate you from your kids just because they know you love them. I should have never had to go through that. And every day that y'all bring y'all asses on this platform and brag about still being alive is a fucking miscarriage of justice because y'all should all be in jail. Every last one of them people in that black sector should be in jail. And I believe that truly the only reason why they were not in jail. See, I'm going to tell y'all something. I had the opportunity a lot of extra money in years ago to hire an attorney. Could have hired an attorney to do something about that. You know what I'm saying? And what the attorney would have did was would have because attorneys can work very closely with the police and private detectives and investigators. I had the opportunity to do that. What I chose to do was pay off my credit, got my credit score raised up to, I believe my credit score was like what, 690. Y'all know what happened? If you ever pay your credit off, even if you're not being stalked, lock your credit because somebody took out because my information has been on the dark web for years because of these people. Is another thing I hate about them. I hate you. Um, Lock your credit because somebody took out like a really really small loan. Took out a really small loan in my name. They had gotten my social security number from Tiffany. Tiffany gave those people my social security number. Right? They tried to claim it was my mama. My mama would never give you my fucking social security number. You're a fucking liar. And I know for a fact Tiffany had my social because I had sent her a copy of my taxes to print out for me years ago when I thought I could trust her. They took out something in my credit. I did ignore the letters, just kind of, I don't know why I ignored those letters from that bill collector, and it shot my credit score down. Fucking disgusting ass people. And when that happens to you, the credit bureaus do not give you back your credit score. They do not. But there is a such thing as, just to help somebody out there that might need to know this or hear this. There are places, it's called what's the name of that one company? Oh God, I don't have them now, but it's a company that if something like that happens, they'll cover you financially. It's like an insurance. What is it called? Oh my God, I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, y'all can look it up. It's Equifax has it also, to where it's like an insurance on your social security number and stuff for to protect you from identity threat, theft, and fraud and things of that nature in case somebody takes out something on your credit. Okay. Totally fucking disgusted by those people. All of them should be in jail. And a lot of them do have ties with the dark web. I tell you what the fuck my demons will do with your fucking dark web ties. Okay. My jinn will deal with you on their own. You got me fucked up. Anytime you are put in that situation, that's what is necessary. Otherwise, I'm gonna be honest with you. People that try to say, "Well, I'm just gonna do so and so and so," and a lot of y'all very lucky that your grandparents or your parents put that protection into place for you, and did the dark work for you so that you wouldn't have to. Okay, it is what it is. I hear a Christian saying that you can't fight fire with fire. I don't know what they're talking about. Because really, to be honest with you, you're not fighting fire with fire. You're fighting stupidity with justice. So don't let somebody do that to you, because these people have harmed people. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about really harm people. People like that have done egregious harm to people, innocent people. And I don't believe that innocent people deserve to suffer for nothing because somebody else can't be straight because they're scammers. That black sector is a group of fucking scammers. The fact that they lied on me proves that they are scam artists, period. End of story. It's like I told y'all, I can live with and feel very safe knowing that they're not locked up. They not bothering me at all in that way because I already know how my spirits are. I already know how they work and they operate. Okay. But and the thing of it was that then after they did the horrible things that they did, and they realized what they had done, what they tried to do was continue to try to sully my reputation and continue to lie so that they wouldn't look like bad people. Like, really? Like, Oh no, trust me, everybody in this world knows that you are horrible people. There is never a moment in time that the whole world doesn't know that you people are who y'all are. And please believe that the police are watching y'all. I can come on here every day and say hell Satan and da 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 da, but you know that's if I were a Satanist, that is my God given right. I'm not hurting nobody. I would never hurt anybody. In fact, I help people in my community. I'm a healer. Okay, so nobody's gonna say, "Oh, well, she's a bad person automatically." No, trust me on that. Trust me on that. Okay. So no matter what it is that y'all do, no matter what it is that y'all say in that group, people know what y'all are about. I feel sorry for anybody that is not well informed on the type of people that y'all are. Well, you know what? Too bad. You shouldn't have did what you did. You're not going to ever ruin me and my innocent children's lives and my family lives because y'all can't make better decisions. Okay. And that goes for all of you. That goes for all of you. Even some of these people that call themselves having social media platforms where they're supposed to be respected. You cannot run away from what you did and what you participated in. You can never do that. It is never going to happen. The only thing that you can do possibly is just come clean about the situation and admit that you made a mistake. Do these people have it in them to do that? No, they don't. Well, guess what? That ain't going to do nothing but hurt you. Even when people go into the church, into confessionals, that is to help you. I don't need for you to admit that you are a scam artist and that you lied. Everybody knows that you are. This is not a secret. I'm gonna watch. I know what you did last summer too, because I got plenty of ducats. I got plenty of money. I got money in the bank. Shouty, what you thinking? It ain't fucking income taxes. I ain't even filed my income taxes yet. So I got money. I'm about to watch the I Know What You Did Last Summer for 2025. So I gotta go, y'all, and eat my cake. I hope that everybody heard me loud and clear. And it just is what it is. I truly feel sorry for some of the ignorant people that innocently enough, they emotionally attach to this shit and they believe the shit that y'all say. For you to tell a lie like that, try to make it seem like I'm a child abuser or some shit like that, or involved with stuff like that, and for you to use that, I feel sorry for anybody that believes you. That honestly, you're fucking up those people's lives, because what you do is you get them involved and then they fuck around and find out. That's some, oh my God, that's horrible. Why would you do that to an innocent fucking person? God damn, how much is this movie? All right, we're gonna rent it. We're not gonna buy it. We're gonna rent it. Even though I probably should wait till I oh, I gotta open it. Oh, okay, I gotta do it on the phone or computer. Okay, y'all, I gotta go. Peace and love to y'all, and consider yourself lucky if you never got involved with that group of people. There have been more people that have the fucking lives ruined, and it ain't my fault. It's not my fault. I've been strong enough to speak up for years about those people. I've done my part. I have informed the public of those people. And I ain't never been scared. Even when they would, make false calls against me. I'm not gonna sit up there and let you come to any social media platform that could affect my life and tell lies on me, and I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna do that. You led me no choice. So a lot of people that was smart enough to say, you know what, I can see straight through this bullshit. And I can see that these people are doing this because, first of all, you're not ever winning when you're telling lies like that about people. What in the hell is wrong with you? Like, honestly, my whole thing about it is that You may think you're getting away with it now, but when karma is served, that shit is served very cold. And it is nothing you can do. You can try to do a freezer spell. I done seen people try to do freezer spells and shit. I'll break your freezer. My spirits will break your fucking freezer. Freezer spell ain't gonna work. It's not, because you're dealing with the truth. You're dealing with the gods. The gods are saying, "Hey, you're lying on Jamila. You're wrong. You're wrong." They're telling you that. So then you say, "Oh, well, I gotta ward her off and put her in the freezer in a jar." That shit ain't gonna work for you. Are you stupid? Them lies that that girl involved herself with could have gotten me killed. It could have gotten my children hurt, ruined our lives and shit, had us living in squalor and shit, and that ain't my destiny. What the fuck? The stuff that y'all was doing and saying could have stopped me from getting an actual uh, uh an actual job in real life. Which my job that I do, that I created at my company, is my job in real life. And spirit is like, nah, we gonna keep it just like this. I never fucking forget, y'all. I gotta tell y'all this story. It's story time before I go. I never forget when I got my real estate license, and I forgive my baby daddy, because I know that, now I know, looking back, with the type of spiritual warfare that is happening, and, just knowing the history, he was possessed. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you don't have no choice but to practice the craft. You got to practice your craft. Let me tell you. I can talk about this without crying because it's been so long since then. But my baby girl, my oldest daughter, I had just gotten my real estate license, right? And my spirits are giving me plenty of messages. They like, no, that's not your path. That's not your path. They wanted me on the path of a healer. That's what they wanted. And I'm not saying that they made it happen. I'm not saying my spirits made it happen, but what made it happen was that like what ended up happening is that my baby girl got hit by a car, and I never forget getting that fucking phone call that something had happened while she was with her father at the time. I never forget getting that fucking phone call. I go to the hospital, and my beautiful child, who I had just dropped off with her father thinking she would be safe, was all broken, had road burn all over, was barely conscious. Oh God, yeah. I never forget standing over her and just staring at her and willing her to live through that, right? And I look at my baby girl and I'm thinking, is she going to survive? And all of a sudden, I start growling. I let out a low growl. And he's standing on the other side of me looking down at her father. And I let out a low growl. It sounded kind of like this. She opens up her eyes and she looks at me and she says, "Hi, mama," and I look up at him and I'm still growling. And I start growling at him. And I look at him and I say, "You motherfucker." I say, "You are not going to get the fuck away with this." I was pissed off at him for years. Still ain't forgave him for that shit. His children forgave him for it. I never forget going through a lot. I think that was when the signs of witchcraft being used on me, black magic being used on me at that time. I never forget, that was like literally that was letting me know I had already, and I had started practicing. And I know for a fact, I truly believe in my fucking heart that if I hadn't start practicing months before that, that she wouldn't have fucking survived it. Something worse would have fucking happened. Somebody was doing black magic, death magic on me back then. God only knows who the fuck it was. Probably one of his little ex-girlfriends. Probably Tiffany. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will go and get work put on you. You don't even fucking know it. But you know what I'm saying? I never forget. That's why a lot of these men, man, y'all, oh my God, y'all gotta stop with all that shit, man. You know, you have to be aware when black magic is being used on you, and you have to hold on to your fucking self. Quit fucking making excuses for that shit. But anyway, you know, the girls ended up forgiving their father for that. You know what I'm saying? And but I didn't, because you know I never forget the shit. But it's just the point that people think that they can fuck with people, and you never know who you fucking with. Because I know for a fact that that deep growl was my demons. And I know for a fact that I breathed life back into my daughter. Otherwise, my baby girl, it was a horrible fucking awful experience. Now there was never any question to if she would survive, because what they did, they had took her to research, and then they transported her down to the children's hospital, and we were there for quite some time in the hospital with her. Probably like, maybe, I don't even remember how long she was in the hospital after that. It was an extremely painful experience, and I am very sensitive about my children. Not just my children, anybody that I love. When I love hard. Everybody that knows me knows that about me. I love hard. And I'm not saying that I love hard to where I'm hard on the people that I love like that. If it's their life is in jeopardy, I'm going to be hard. But I love hard in the sense of, you fuck with the people that I fucking love, and you're going to fucking regret it. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. And I'm going to make sure that you get it. And I don't understand why anybody would just out the gate, well, just off the top of their fucking head, decide to mess with my children. Listen, see, I'm not the type of person, and I don't suggest anybody else to do this. Don't go around shooting at folk and killing people and stabbing people. Y'all practice with the craft. People doing stuff like that to you, because people are fucking crazy and stupid. And see, I've learned a lot since then. It's been like shit. It's been like almost 20 years since that happened. Knowing what I know about spirit and the world that we live in, and the many different variables of this world that we live in, and realities and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I tell that story to say this, that, you know, that gateway was opened then. All while I was in the hospital with Deja, I would pick up the phone and I would call him and I would go, "You gonna fucking get what the fuck you deserve." Like, for some reason, it just, I don't know why the demon voice always comes out like that. I don't know why, just like in the fucking movies. You know what I mean? It was natural. I wasn't playing, I wasn't acting, it wasn't none of that shit. I was just like getting his ass. And I still see that girl he was with on my daughter's page. Shit, bitch, get your ass off of my daughter's page, man. My daughter just had a birthday too. She on her page, so wishing her a happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I don't understand why people that involve themselves with shit like that be trying to stick around and shit. Like, girl, bye. Like, why are you around my child? Why are you on her Facebook? You know what I'm saying? Knowing damn well it was some real fuck shit going on. And then the crazy part about it is that I don't even want to get into, I'm not even gonna get into every fucking thing, but don't fuck with me is all I gotta say. And you show goddamn right. All them people in that motherfucking sector always want to, because when they attack each other's children, they are attacking each other's children. And see, I would never involve myself with no shit like that. I just destroy it. You didn't destroy your sector. I did. And you know what? If you try to continue to resurrect that sector, I'm going to destroy you. And that is a promise. And I don't even have to bat an eye. Do I look, to be honest, do I look like somebody that's in a spiritual war? You know I don't. You know I don't. Did it bad? No, I don't. I look like I kind of look like one of God's anointed ones. We all do over here. What you talking about? Child, please. Anyway, y'all better get off of that shit. I swear to you, because when the tragedy strikes y'all, because and let me tell you something. Just because and see, have y'all noticed, all my peeps out there? If y'all notice, if y'all notice, I don't come on here and share no spells or nothing that I do. I don't share that shit. I don't share my rituals and shit on here no more. And just because I don't share it don't mean it ain't fucking happening. Okay. Now, I was listening to that bomb before he ended his show. He tried to make me feel bad when I told my people peace and blessings to them, and you saying that after you said all of that. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. See, this is where the gaslighting is gotten stupid at this point. When people like that try to gaslight, I'm not saying that they're narcissistic. I think these people are stupid and self fucking destructive, but they'll try to make you feel bad. You can't make me feel bad for wishing death on somebody and making sure that a person that's trying to have me killed dies. The fuck? Like I'm supposed to feel bad, and you saying all that stuff. You bad, Jamila. You ain't right because you won't let us kill you, huh? You even, yeah, you killing us all first, yeah, and I'm gonna continue to do that, and you probably gonna end up having wolves show up at your fucking back and front door. Fuck out of here with this shit. Are you stupid? Don't like do I look dumb? Like I'm sorry, guys. Do I look dumb? I know I don't. So you mean to tell me that you're trying to destroy me and kill me literally unprovoked, and I'm supposed to say, "Well, I love y'all." The fuck? Hey, I think that they got it confused. Nobody gives a fuck about the life of a goddamn parasitic goddamn stalker. Okay, that's a goddamn fact. Nobody cares about your life. Nobody over here. I don't give a damn about your fucking life. You can go and pick cotton for all I give a fuck. I don't care about your life. Nobody that you're trying to hurt or harm has to give a damn about you. You want love from your like I'm supposed to have some kind of Stockholm syndrome, and I'm supposed to bow down to y'all bullshit, and really in reality what's gonna happen is I'm gonna pick you motherfuckers. I'm gonna knock you motherfuckers off one by fucking one. That's exactly what's the fuck gonna happen. Okay. I gotta go, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about though. They be trying to like really. All right, I gotta go. Y'all have a good one. And once again, don't it just feel weird addressing these delusional ass people? Look at the delusion that they're in. Let me attack your children and attack you, and you supposed to have love for me. I will always hate your ass. I will always, my entire focus will never be being accepted by you. I will always hate you, and I will always stick to my guns. And I know for a fact that you're going to pass away one by one, and the world will always be better off without you. Will be happy and joyful under the fucking sun. And that's the end of the story. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. To the rest of y'all, I love you guys, and I will see y'all. Bye bye.